Hey everyone, I'm back again with a new question. So this question says that we'll have to return the frequency of each element in an array. We have this input as 3 3 1 2 1. You can see here 3 occurs 2 times in this vector. So we'll return 3 2. 1 occurs 2 times, we'll return 1 2. 2 occurs just 1 time, so 2 comma 1. So basically we'll be given a vector and we'll have to return the frequency of each unique element in the array. Void count, and it will take the parameter int v, and okay, we are done. We'll write our main function later on. Let's complete the function first. First of all, int 10 is equal to v dot size. Now we want to count the frequency, right? So let's make a function which returns the frequency of each element, which will take a parameter vector int v, and let's say int count is equal to 0. It will also take in the element that we want to find, let's say n. So let's run a for loop. V dot size, if v of phi is equal to n count plus plus, and we have to return count. See, we were to use vector pair here, but we can also use map. Now what's the difference between pair and map? See, pair has it stores two values, right? 3 2 1 2. It stores it in pairs. What maps does is that it does the same thing as vector does, but it can only have one key, a unique key. It has a unique key. Like, see, we can store 3 2 and 3 2 again here in a pair, but this cannot be done in maps because let's say the first element is the key in a map, so the keys cannot be same, right? It has to have a unique key. And because we want the frequencies of the unique elements in our input, we're going to use unordered map. Let's say ordered map int, this is how it's declared, let's say mp. Now let's run a for loop, and we'll find the frequency is equal to, we'll pass in our vector and the element v of phi. Now this will have the frequency of the first element, let's say 3. So right now I'm gonna go and write my main function so that we can check while we write our code. Vector int v, I have pushed back the elements in here 3 3 1 2 and 1. Now I'll call the function count with passing the vector in it, count vector. So we are done. Let me try and run it, and we'll see out the frequency here. It should see out 3, sorry, it should see out 2. We have an error here. Okay, and I gotta include vector and a map. All right, here it has to be I less than n, and it's not count, it has to be nt, right? What more is it outing? Let's have some space. All right, so see, first of all 3 went in the loop. The frequency of 3 is 2, so we got 2 here. Again 3 went, the frequency of 3 we got 2. 1, the frequency of 1 is 2, the frequency of again 2 is 1, and the frequency of 1 is 2 again. So here you will see that it gives the frequency for each element, but we only want it one time, right? 3 को हमें बस एक बार डालना है map में. So what we'll do here is map.insert. We want a key here, that's 3. It has to be v of phi, which is 3, and the frequency, that is FRE. Okay, so we have inserted in our map the key value pairs. Now what the next task that we are doing is we'll print our map to check what values has been inserted in it. For that we'll use iterator. For auto, itr is equal to mp dot begin. Itr should not be equal to mp dot end, and itr plus plus, and we are gonna see out itr's first and itr's second. This is how we print the values in the map. So let's run our program, and let's add a new line here before we run. Okay, it's just mp. Okay, so here it is. The element 1, it has a frequency of 2. The element 2 has a frequency of 1, and the element 3 has a frequency of 2. So this is our map which has been printed. For simplifying it, printing map. Okay, all right, so this is how we get the frequency. Let me change some values. Let me write it 1 here. It should be like 1 has to be 3 times, 2 has to be 1 time, and 3 has to be 1 time. So let's run and check if it works well. Okay, so 1 has occurred 3 times. You can see here 3 is 1 time and 2 is 1 time. So our main task is done here. This is our main body of what we wanted to do today. If you want to add in more features, you want to play with it, you can sort this map according to the value pair or the key pair. You can do stuff like sort it, display it, convert it to vector pair, and much more things like that. It has its own methods. You can play with it. So this was all about today's video. A simple video, but not so simple when you do it the first time. So this was all for today. Thank you and have a good day.